independent and her bag, oh, I love that. She made these other bitches mad, oh, I love that, I love that, I love that.
What's up, YouTube? It's me, Cashni, the one and only. Hey y'all, so as y'all read by the title, this is going to be a recreational makeup look. I was heavily inspired by MonaLeo's wedding look, like ate that up. So in this tutorial, that's what you're going to be seeing me do. To me, this glam gives straight natural princess and just really light, but very much so Barbie doll. You know what I mean? Like, that's at least how I felt about it. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment anything, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's jump into this video. Okay, so first things first, I like to go in with my Noxzema pads, and always you is supposed to wash your face before you start your makeup, but it's all up to you. But I like to go in with the pads first just to clean off any excessive dirt or anything that is left behind. So I like to go in with that. Then I go in with my skincare. I do not do the whole shebang just because I'm going to be using a lot of products and I don't want to put too much, but I do always go in with snail mucin because I do feel like this always hydrate my face, and this really has a lot of great benefits. So do your research on snail mucin, and if your skin is compatible with it, definitely recommend putting this in your kit. But next I'm gonna go in with some moisturizer from Pond's. Of course, this is the OG. If you know, then you know. But if you have dry skin, I do recommend trying Pond's because this really do helps moisturizing and hydrating your face. Now for a primer, I did go in with the MAC Studio Fix, and this is a matte primer, and again, for the look we're doing, I think this will be good because it has like this bleer filter effect, and I just think it was gonna eat down, and it did. But all you want to do is pat that in or rub that in. Next, y'all, you just see me going in with this weak ass color corrector that I was supposed to get rid of 2 summers ago. But y'all, I like to really go in with the LA Girl corrector in orange, this one right here. So if you have any dark marks, hyperpigmentation, you do want to go in with a color corrector to put that on first before you go in with foundation and stuff, because sometimes you could do your makeup and if you have dark marks underneath, it will show through. But using a color corrector will help with that. But the real root of getting rid of dark marks is using niacinamide. This is the one I personally like to use from The Ordinary, but also using some type of vitamin C, and really just having a good skincare to take care of the root of the problem will really help eliminate dark marks. But yeah, y'all, so for the actual eyebrows, I did go in with the NYX brow gel in clear just to start off with shaping my eyebrows. Then I go in with the Morphe and chocolate mousse brow pomade, and as y'all can see, I'm doing light strokes because my eyebrows are already thick, so I don't want it to look too crazy, but I do want to fill them in. So I'm going in with light strokes and, you know, making the illusion of hair, using my spoolie to again give that like ombre effect. Now this is where things get a little freaking chaotic, and y'all, this is why I say that color corrector that I'm using is weak, because you still can see the dark mark through the, you know, on the face. Like if you put color corrector on, you're not supposed to see the dark mark. But anyways, back to the eyebrows. So as y'all can see, the left side is higher than the right side because I am over there watching Reasonable Doubt. If you don't know, or if you do know, Reasonable Doubt is one of those shows that it just tends across the board. It's a good show filled with amazing black actors, and baby, it be having me hooked and glued. So I wasn't even locked in paying attention until me watching this back, and I see, girl, one side is higher than the other side. And that's because on the right side, I did not actually go in and shape it and make it even. I just filled it in, but I didn't go and make it even to the other one. And remember, eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins, but girl, I know Paul. So they should have been even in sync. But I was just so hooked on watching this show, I was not paying attention. I'm sorry. It still came out cute, but I'm sorry. But for concealer, y'all, you do want to go in with a shade lighter or two. Especially to conceal underneath. When the concealer on top, I just go in with straight foundation, no lie, because I feel like I like that smooth blend natural effect compared to having 2 different concealers. I just don't like that because it gives 2 tones, but do it float your boat. But with the concealer underneath, you definitely is going to drag that to the eyebrow lid, just so because we are doing an eyeshadow look, so you do want the concealer to be your base, so when you do the eyeshadow, it be bright and, you know, just be a smooth base. Now please use a good flat brush, because again, I'm using this weak ass flat brush. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm over here watching the show because I could have just sit and picked a different brush, but I was just over there so locked and I didn't even care. I just made it work because y'all know I do when I does it, and it still turned out fine. But now you just see me taking a good blending brush and I'm blending all of that out. Again, you don't want it to look harsh, you just need it to look smooth. And I'm also bringing that concealer down to my eyelids. Now if you got small or, you know, regular eyelids, it doesn't matter, just still put that product down there and you still gonna make it do what it do. So brush it in really good, or pack it in really nice. Next, you see me going in with this palette. Now this is where I feel like things became an epic fail with the eyeshadow. And I truly say that because watching her look, again, my girl gave really Barbie. She gave the black pink, black princess. I'm not gonna hold you. And I feel like the pinks that I used, it gave white pink. No tea, no shade, no disrespect, but it is what it is. And I say that because, again, I'm thinking by it being that Barbie pink, okay, use like a light pink. But actually paying attention, I should have definitely went in with a darker pink. That way it gave the, I mean, don't get me wrong, the final look, it still came out very cute. But I know me, watching this show, I was not as locked into this tutorial as I should. And moving forward, listen, no shows. We just gonna listen to our hood gems and vibe out. Because it was just too many errors in here that it's like, girl, come on, right here. Why is this orange? Huh? Why is this orange? Now, I thought this was going to be a nude brown to help blend out the pink. Girl, it turned orange on me. Yeah. So now I'm using this palette because I'm like, okay, we're going to put on top of the lids this nude brown. It's coming out looking white. What? Like, it was just so many things that I feel like if I really paid attention, and that's why I feel like I really should redo this. But it still came out cute, because even when you see the orange, I did go back in with some pink to blend that orange out to where it didn't give like that harsh orange line. But it still came out cute. But then I took that original palette that I used, the Morphe palette, and I just used a brown nude that was on there, and I put it on top just to kind of like tone down the whiteness of this one, the first one. And this is what the second one looked like out that Morphe palette. So I just went in and I packed that on top, because as I could see, she did go in with like a brown nude. It still looks brown, like, you know, light white, but I don't know. I was just trying my best to get it as close as possible. But I do feel like if I really was locked in paying attention, I didn't have that show going, I would have definitely been able to pay attention and really catch it. But anywho, now I'm going into our foundation. What you see me doing now is going in and carving out the eyebrows. Like I said, I like to use foundation instead of concealer, but do what you do, float your boat. But again, this is where I really peep, like, babe, the eyebrows is two different shapes. Because the one on the right side is actually how you wear my eyebrows on a day-to-day, like really natural, and that's my natural arch. On the left side, that's the one that I kind of like drew a little bit, you know, to have the little hook, and yeah, whatever. But you already know, if you don't have your actual color with the foundation, you can make one. So what I like to do is take a shade that is a little lighter and a shade that's a little darker, and I like to blend them together. And when I tell you, they make a fire ass combo. They make a fire little child. Like, it really comes out really good. So if you can't find no foundation that's your exact color, and again, when you're picking out a foundation color, it should always matches your chest. Some people say your neck, but I say your chest, because you can easily bring the product down and use it for your neck. You know what I mean? But try to get it to your chest as possible. Now you want to go in with concealer. For concealer, I like to use Hourglass. Since we're doing this look, I liked it. I wanted to use some of my heavy hitters, so I did go in with Hourglass. This is some good full coverage concealer, but very pricey, mommy. Very pricey, but very pricey. But as y'all can see, I'm just taking a flat brush and putting in the first concealer, and I think the first one I used was Dune, or maybe Mabel. I used the darker one first and then top the lighter one on top. But as y'all can see, I'm just putting it in my areas that I like to conceal and that I want to, you know, highlight, make brighter, which is always underneath my eye, the chin area, on top of my forehead, my nose bridge, and sometimes I like to put it above, like where my cupid's bow and stuff be, but I don't know if I did it in this one. But again, put it in those areas, and you want to blend out, always blend out your makeup, and that's foundation, concealer, contour. Blend all of those out for at least 60 seconds, 90 seconds, just to get like that real full coverage look, but also to make sure all of the product is smooth and really blended in. You want your makeup to look flawless. You don't want it to look patchy.
Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake your ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the crowd, show the whole world. Yeah, is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Cashni. I'ma act you like Leslie. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me. Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake your ass
contour, y'all do want your contour to be 2 shades darker than your actual foundation. Contour just make it to where your face don't look so flat, because once you do foundation and concealer, your face can look really flat. So in order to create some definition, you want to go in with some cream contour, or you could use the powder contour, but I like to use the cream contour, and it's specifically for this look. I thought the cream would be like really good and give, you know, that blur natural filter effect. So I just put it in the areas that's underneath my cheekbones, on top of my forehead, on each side of my nose bridge, and the lower areas of my chin. And you want to blend it out. As y'all can see, this is a good contour brush because it gets in all the little nooks and crannies, which I love. But when you're blending out, go in circular motions, and again, blend it all out to where it's no harsh lines and everything just looks seamless.
Just like me, if it's true, my love, hey. You can see right through my love, hey. I see your waist shrunk, my love, hey. You got some bass in the trunk, my love, damn. How many hoes in this club? Is it really just me, my love? You know my dad now pimpin' for real. You ever been down to Memphis, Tennessee, my love? I ain't saying I agree, my love. I'm just telling you the things that I see, my love. I got drinks, jokes, sex, and cash. Those are 4 things I can guarantee, my love, hey. Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world.
Okay, and this is another part that I feel like where we took a wrong turn at, because I'm gonna be real. MonaLeo's makeup gave black Barbie pink, and I feel like the palettes that I use from the eyeshadow and the blush, it was giving like white girl pink. No tea, no shade. And I feel like Mitchel always get me right. Maybe Mitchel got this fire cream contour palette, and it has like blush and contour in it, and that's usually what I use to do my blush if I don't use the elf. But this one right here was sent to me by Anastasia, and I'm like, okay, cool, it's the different pinks, it's a trio. But again, when I looked at it, I was just like, I just feel like it's too light, and I wanted one a little bit darker. So at the end, I did go in with Mitchel. I didn't show it, but I did go in with Mitchel just to top it off, just to give that pink that I really feel like it should have been. Again, when you see it like right now, it still looks good, don't get me wrong. However, I just knew the exact look I was going for, you know what I mean? But now I'm just doing my bright under eye. If you don't want a bright under eye, you don't gotta do it, but if you do, just take a concealer that's probably like 3 to 5 times lighter than your actual foundation, just to like brighten it up. And you only really need a little bit, but put it underneath your eye and blend it out really well. What I like about this part though, doing the brighter under eye, when you're doing like the cream blush, is that the way it melts with each other, it just gives baddie. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but when you do a bright under eye right, it really do looks really good, especially if you like that just bad bitch look, and y'all know I love it. So yeah.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so it seemed like I get so much, I don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but you're so fucking whack. Always get caught up in love, but now you know with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now I'm, flexing on my exes and my model legs. Pretty little, skinny, little, bitty body model legs. Some of y'all ain't never had no real bitch, and it shows. I keep it 100 from my head down to my toes. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the hoes. Push down in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. Ain't need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Ain't dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. I'm fucking with you, don't know how to love me. I'm dealing with you, so I'm back, bitch, back on my.
So now I'm just going in with some loose setting powder. This is from Laura Mercier. They sent the rose one out to me, which I always was intimidated trying rose because I always thought it was for the other races. But black people, we do everything and we do it fucking well. But this color was so cute for my bright under eye. Like, it really gave that pop. You already know MonaLeo's wedding was like pink. So this setting powder, this rose one, it was actually on theme, and I love how it brightened up my under eye, but it also like didn't take too much away from it, if you get what I'm trying to say. But now you just see me carve it on my nose. I like to do this just to have like, you know, that defined nose type look. But next I like to go in with the translucent honey, and I use that in the areas that I put foundation. So when you are picking out your loose setting powders, you do want to get a shade that mimics your foundation, and you want to get a shade that mimics your concealer. That just makes it to where it locks everything in. Your makeup don't move, but it don't take away from it. So again, all of this is optional, but to give like that full baddie on look, you do need some good heavy hitters in your kit. What I like about Laura Mercier is that they have an original loose setting powder line, but now these two products that I'm using, this is from their blur setting loose setting powder line, which I like the blur because y'all, when you start wiping it away, it literally looks like skin. You know, it gives like that skin like to where you could just say spray setting spray on and just be done. But I like to go in with my pressed powders, and I like to go in and, you know, just make it all come together. But if you don't have pressed powders, then just the setting powder alone is so good, because look how it looks when you just swipe all of the excessive setting powder off. It looks really good. But what you see me do for my waterline was go in with the black radiance and medium to dark. And honestly, I should have just used black, because I think she actually had a black waterline, and she also had a cat eye. So I didn't do the cat eye, and I used brown instead of black, which is like real wet. But yeah, y'all.
If he say you ain't, that boy don't lost his mind. Every time you come around, sit down like computers. Step into my mind, don't you hypnotize? Don't you you're everything.
Moved out of state and shit that went left, she seeking forgiveness. She used to dance, but she want a loan and start up a business. Her daddy is not around, her mama is not around. I watch her climb to the top of the pole and then get sliding down. I make it rain in this bitch, I make it snow in this bitch. She tryna get out of the mix, shawty is going to G. Shawty is going to G, me I'm supporting this shit. This is a story that came from my life and I'm just recording this shit. I'ma just give it to you direct instead of me blowing this shit. You know you important this shit, you know I'm supporting this shit. We used to do pornos when you would come home, but now you got more.
So now you just me placing the product all back on my skin, because sometimes when using setting powder, it can like take it away a little bit. So I just went in with some more blush, and I did use Made by Mitchel, and this is when I was getting happy because it was coming along. But yeah, y'all, and I also noticed that I use fixing spray first. You're supposed to use setting spray, then fixing spray. Fixing spray is what you use last to lock everything in. That way it doesn't smudge and move around and stuff. Watching that show, like y'all see my eye is cocked over there at that damn show. But I just took my little mini fan, blow or dry, let that dry on up, and then I like to go in with the highlighter. When you're using mascara and highlighter, I always recommend using your setting spray first, then using that way or like doing it last, especially mascara, because if you use setting spray or fixing spray, that mascara will move and it will like mess up everything you just did. But for the highlighter, I did use Black Radiance. I love this highlighter palette. I've been having it for like some years, but it was like so on brand, so why not? But I use like the rosy and like the purple one, and I just put it on the top of my nose to have like that little reindeer glow, and I put it in the inside of my eyes and on my brow bridge. Next, I'm going in with my lip combo. I did feel like she used like a real soft brown, but y'all know I love my lip combos. But instead of using Trendsetter, I did use, wait, did I use Trendsetter? This one right here is Rebelcon. I can't remember if I used Trendsetter as well, but I just did my regular lip combo. That's why I said in my head it kind of give a fail, because I feel like I didn't really hit the mark up to like really like, you know, just I could have really mimicked it really well, Well, I did mimic it really well. I just know it's not really up to my standards how I liked it. Am I being too harsh on myself? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. How y'all feel about it? Because the end results, don't get me wrong, it was cute. But when I looked at her look, it was like hers was just really so soft and just so black Barbie, so pretty. She looked so gorgeous. Congratulations to her and her man in their union. God bless Black love. I love to see it. But this was the lip combo I did. Overall, I think I did pretty good. But let me know what y'all thinking in them comments.
Already gave you what you needed, I guess, yeah. So I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you faint. I always want the truth, but it's dangerous.
Is the final look though. This is how it came out. I love it. I feel like it gave just everything it needed to. The soft natural glam, but also like that princess, that pink gonna always pop it. But I love it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video just as much as I did. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and make sure you hit that bell notification so you be notified when I post. And make sure you add me on all of my social media accounts. I will list them in the description below, and you already know all the products is going to be listed down below. Don't trip. Make sure you share this video with your mama, your friend, your makeup bestie. It don't even matter. But I love y'all. Thank you for your presence on my YouTube channel. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye.